Can a little-known rookie grab one of golf's biggest prizes? Is 3 back too far back to keep a Grand Slam dream alive? And will a former world's best avenge last year's playoff loss? Questions are in the air, and a major championship is on the line. The Golf Channel is proud to present the LPGA Tour. We're along Maryland's Chesapeake Bay for live final round coverage of the year's second major, the McDonald's LPGA Championship, presented by Coca-Cola. Record crowds have descended upon Pete Dye's Bully Rock Golf Course in Havre de Grace, Maryland. We're midway between Philadelphia and Baltimore. It's a nice day for the game, warm, a little bit overcast, but really ideal scoring conditions. And we have a horse race in horse country, that's for sure. She's run into some trouble here on the front side. Let's check out the highlights from earlier in round number 4. This is Na Eun Min, just her 6th event as a professional, her very first major championship. She hit her second shot on number 1 a little bit heavy and recovered nicely with that par save, so a confidence builder early. Third shot then at number 4. Looks to be going very well. Do that. Na Eun Min. Remember yesterday she had that spectacular 7 under 65. More on Min in just a second. Suzann Pettersen, key early par save at number 4. She's an extremely long hitter, powerful player. Second at 5 for Pettersen. She lost early on at the Kraft Nabisco, but rebounded to win a tournament. So the birdie for Pettersen. It begins to slip at number 6 for Na Eun Min. Came out of that, and then yet again at number 7. Na Eun Min trying to remain at 10 under and tied for the lead. So who knows, maybe a sign of those young nerves. Back to 9 under. Kari Webb for birdie to get to within 1 of Suzann Pettersen. Confidently in the heart, so Kari Webb is right there.
Just what a great Sunday for Lindsay Wright.
That's her 3rd at 15. Nearly jars it.
She shoots 66. She's in the house at 10 under par and with Mike Rich.
All right, Brian, thanks very much. Lindsay, you were just telling me about how you've had to teach yourself not to look at leaderboards so you don't get nervous. So were you able to avoid the leaderboards most of the day?
It's hard out here because they're right behind the green. But yeah, I had a bet with my caddy. If you see me looking at the leaderboard, I buy you a beer. So he's like watching me like a hawk all day, so which was an advantage.
So how many beers do you owe him?
Probably a 6-pack. I think he drank most of them last night. So.
How good was this round of golf? I mean, you bet top 20 the last 2 times this championship has been played at Bully Rock, so clearly you're comfortable, but a Sunday 66 is pretty special.
It hasn't even sunk in. I'm so excited. I'm just really pleased to stay in the moment, and it's a great confidence boost for me because my last rounds, in fact the weekend I kind of fall asleep, so I was awake this weekend, which was great.
Well, speaking of staying in the moment, what do you do for the moment? Do you go hit some balls and keep loose? Because, of course, there is a chance maybe you could get into a playoff.
I think I'm just sign some autographs, go and chat to people. I'm ready to go. I don't need to hit golf balls.
Thanks for your time. Great round of golf.
Thanks.
All righty, back to the action.
Thanks very much for coming to the Ronald McDonald House of Delaware. We're glad to have you here today.
Thanks for having me.
For the past quarter century, LPGA players have been discovering the value of tournament benefactors like the Ronald McDonald House.
There's no tougher time than having a child sick. If you're coming from another country, a far distance to come to a cancer center, where are you going to stay that night? Can your parents stay with you? Can your aunts and uncles? Can your grandparents? You're close to the hospital. You can be there in a minute for your child, but you also can come to the house. A lot of kids don't have to go to the hospital. They're outpatients. But if the Ronald House wasn't there, they'd be in a hospital.
Today I got to go in and I met some of the families, and the interaction between the volunteers and the large kitchen. I think now I've got so much more of an idea of what Ronald McDonald House really stands for.
Earlier in the round, not-own men bogeyed 3 straight holes to seemingly fall out of the picture, but boy, she come on strong. Back for birdie at 14 to get her at 11 under. That was 2 straight. That got her to 10 under. This to get her at 11 under. And then it's 16 for 4 in a row.
Beautiful sweeper out of the left rough. Chased it back to this point.
The 18-year-old now within 1. And then on to the 17th tee.
This is 161 yards to this flag stick. Just a 7-iron now for not-own.
Yesterday she hit every green up to this point and then missed 17 and 18.
Man, that a great shot.
Look at the kid go. Let's take a look at some highlights. At the 5th hole, she's 9 under par, playing her 2nd. Rolled that in for birdie to get to 10 under par. Kari Webb coming off back-to-back bogeys, playing the 7th, the par 3.
Uphill par 3 where the players could not see that golf ball land. You relied totally on the gallery.
She would make that to get to 8 under par, and then at the par 5 8. She had this for birdie. She was 9 under par. And then at the back 9, it was back in 4th. Suzanne Pedersen, 2nd to the 10th.
After a 3-wood off the tee. Very impressive because this group was on the clock, out of position at the time.
That birdie got her to 11 under, a 2-shot lead. Kari Webb at the 11th from 40 feet.
Mr. Layup left in the heavy rough. That's a bonus.
That cut it to 1 at 10 under par. Pedersen par 12 for birdie at 13.
Huge bounce back. She made double here yesterday.
The lead was once again 2. Webb at 14 to match, to stay within 1.
Especially clutch because she could hear the crowd from behind.
Par 5 15. Suzanne Pedersen 2nd. Walking after it.
Really smart play up the left side.
She would 2-putt for birdie to get to 13 under. Big par save for Kari at 16. And then at 17. The par 3.
Just a tremendous shot that never left the flag stick.
She made that to once again get to within 1 of Suzanne Pedersen. But then when Suzanne got to 17, she birdied it yesterday and birdied it again today. So take a 2-shot lead. But then Kari facing a must-make birdie at 18.
After an approach shot with an 8-iron that drew up just short.
That fell to get to within 1. All Suzanne Pedersen had to do at the last was 2-putt. All she had to do was tap that in for her 2nd putt. And she was the champion.